A start shirt and $100. I'm gassing up my old pickup truck tonight to come and pick you up. I'm gonna throw the hammer down, point my truck toward that big old town tonight. We're gonna get wound up. Yeah, we're gonna meet our friends in the parking lot. Pass the jar, have a few more shots. Head inside the bar, we're gonna crank it up. Yeah, tonight we're gonna get tore up. We're gonna dance around like some barroom fools, fall down and get back up. Yeah, tonight we're gonna throw them down. Yeah, there ain't no place I'd rather be tonight. We got the music cranked in the woods, cooked a pig in the ground, and we're eating good tonight. Just a few of us. The beer's cold and the shine is made. It'll be worth all the hell we raise tonight until the sun comes up. Yeah, we're gonna tell some jokes and build a big old fire. Pass the guitar, gonna sing a while. Tell some stories, yeah, we'll make some memories. Yeah, tonight we're gonna get tore up. We're gonna dance around like some backwoods fools, fall down and get back up. Yeah, tonight we're gonna throw them down. Yeah, there ain't no place I'd rather be tonight. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna act crazy for a little while. Give us an inch, we're gonna take that mile. When we pull out the jar, it gets a little wild. Yeah, tonight we're gonna get tore up. We're gonna dance around like some redneck fools, fall down and get back up. Yeah, tonight we're gonna throw them down. Yeah, there ain't no place I'd rather be tonight. Yeah, there ain't no place I'd rather be tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime heavy. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G. That is our Friday anthem song for New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. It is called Hello Friday. We're glad it's here, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Going to be a fairly nice one, too. Maybe a chance of thunderstorms here in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, where I'm broadcasting from right now. You can check out the full weekly weather forecast on the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. How about a great first song tonight? It is called Tonight. Toby May, his brand new single, and he's going to be a special guest on my program. The full live interview schedule is at the bottom of the homepage of my website, so go check that out as well. I'm live on there right now at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and I am also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Come over here and say hello to us. Tell us where you're listening from, and enjoy the 3 hours of brand new music that we got loaded up for you tonight. I've got a couple of great radio interviews as well. Dan Wesley White is going to join me in hour number 1, and then in hour number 2, Andrew Marshall is going to be on the program. You're going to hear the stories behind their songs, and of course, always playing new country's best on this program. That's what we got going on tonight. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down the Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio, Texas, and we are also on Tailgate Country Radio out of Canada, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio, and KWRadio.com. You can catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Pandora. All of those links are on my website. There's even a Tim Kelly Show app. You can scan the QR code and download the music wherever you go if you step away from that computer. Carson Janik is up next, a great Canadian artist, and a brand new single called Till a Heart Breaks You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
17, yeah, you're captain of the football team. You Catch her pick of the homecoming queen, sweep her off her feet, and then it's on to the next best thing. You think you're something, don't you? Breaking hearts and taking names. You think it's all just fun and games, till a heart breaks you and you can't sleep crazy. It's a hurt so bad, drinking don't even phase it. Can't one night stand it, can't don't give a damn it. It's just something that you gotta go through. And no, you can't love somebody, I mean really love somebody like somebody really needs you to. Till a heart breaks you, till a heart breaks you. You don't know what it's like to keep checking your phone. Not once or twice, I'm talking all night long, wondering where you went wrong, or if she's really moved on. You think you'll be alright if she's out with someone new, buddy, you ain't got a clue. Till a heart breaks you and you can't sleep crazy. It's a hurt so bad, drinking don't even phase it. Can't one night stand it, can't don't give a damn it. It's just something that you gotta go through. And no, you can't love somebody, I mean really love somebody like somebody really needs you to. Till a heart breaks you, till a heart breaks you. And no, you can't love somebody, I mean really love somebody like somebody really needs you to. Till a heart breaks you and you can't sleep crazy. It's a hurt so bad, drinking don't even phase it. Can't one night stand it, can't don't give a damn it. It's just something that you gotta go through. Till a heart breaks you and you can't sleep crazy. It's a hurt so bad, drinking don't even phase it. Can't one night stand it, can't don't give a damn it. It's just something that you gotta go through. And no, you can't love somebody, I mean really love somebody like somebody really needs you to. Till a heart breaks you, till a heart breaks you. And no, you can't love somebody, I mean really love somebody like somebody really needs you to.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I've been on a losing streak for a while now. I wind up down at the bar every night.
Every night.
I used to have only one or two, but I've had 8 now. And I'm at the bottom of the night, and there's no chance of making it home. I drove on out to left field when she needed me. And it'll take more than a double with what's on the line.
Baby, it's all on the line.
So I stole third with the odds stacked against me.
Sometimes you just feel like giving up.
And I'm at the bottom of the night, and there's no chance of making it home. It's a long, hard drive. So much is riding,
So much is riding on it.
but that wall
And won't
so high, and she's tired of climbing.
tired of climbing.
and I'm at the bottom of the ninth, and there's no chance of making it
That is a brand new song from John Landry and Stacey Lee Goose, I think is how you say that. We just became friends on Facebook and social media. That is called Bottom of the Ninth. I love that song. My name is Tim Kelly. We're in the top of the first hour right here on the Tim Kelly Show. Glad to have you with us tonight on this new Music Friday edition of the show. And if you've already missed some of these artists that we're playing, don't worry about it. Everything we're doing is recorded. You can go back and listen right on my website at KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. You might want to head over there right now. I'm live on that player called Radio Boss. That is the second player on the homepage, so scroll down just a little bit. You'll see it says Radio Boss, and there's a countdown timer above it. It should be zeroed out right now. A lot of people listen on their mobile devices, though, so I'm glad you're with us, wherever you're listening from. How about Laura Bell Jack and her brand new single? She is from the UK. This is called Next Year on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
I'm sitting in a town that feels smaller than me. I just wanna fly away and feel like I'm free, 'cause the sun comes up, the sun goes down, and nothing has changed in this little town. I don't know where I'll go or where I'll be, but this time next year, hopefully I'll be there. To do, I'm going out of my mind, because the grass ain't always greener on the other side. I'm stuck in four walls. I just wanna break out, but there's clouds in my head of self-doubt. I don't know who I am or who I'll be by this time next year. Hopefully I'll be there. In the past, but that heartbreak will be the last. I was so young and so naive, I let him
Stanley of the Swansons, and you are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, Triple Play Thursday, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
He was a man that couldn't accept his soul, wanted everyone to love him, but no one could know the self-contempt he held deep in his heart. Thought he was a no good, damaged, stained from the start, but God showed him favor in the midst of wickedness, even love his own. And that of his mistress, he would be saved many times from death and the law. Started to feel his destiny unthought, 'cause only in the light could his wounds heal. He could finally know his God is good, his God is real. Through the climbs, even the falls, now see the door where he once saw a wall. Where he once saw walls. Darkness spread even into his work, stagnated goals and defeated self-worth. Here behind the man with a promise to protect, only shut him down. Taught him expect less, but God showed him favor and the gift of letting go. It's not what you own, but more who you know. Another reminder of his childhood dread, starting to feel warm light upon his head. 'Cause only in the light his wounds heal. He could finally know God is good, his God is real. Through the climbs, even the falls, now see the doors. Where once I was, where once I was. No ones he understood, accepted and disowned. All had been done to him, and the lie was alone. Now burst of force like never before, spitting out truth and waving his sword. For God knows what he made and just how it falls. Now sees doors. Where once I
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music as always, and we've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Dan Wesley White is up. How are you, my friend?
How's it going?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You bet. I appreciate it. You're way down there in Texas. I'm looking it up on the map, and I've been in quite a few places in Texas, but never that far south. You're in Del Rio, Texas, right on the border of Mexico.
Correct. We're the armpit of Texas.
The armpit of Texas. You were telling me that you did live in Oklahoma for a time, and so did I, before I came to the center of the country, back to Branson and in Missouri, here where I'm at. So,
yeah, my dad was a preacher when I was growing up, so we moved around a lot when he went to different churches, and he had a few up there in the Fort Smith, Arkansas, Roland and Arcoma area.
How about that? I'm not too far from Fort Smith here in Branson. Where were you born?
I was born in Texas, in Henderson.
Henderson,
Dallas.
Texas. Okay, all right. Texas is in your blood then, isn't it?
Yeah, left several times and always come back.
Yep, that's the way I am with Missouri. I always get that mixed up. No, I'm just kidding. I live a life in Missouri, in Missouri too. But no, it's a great place because I'll tell you what, that Texas country music scene is hot. And in fact, I was looking at your bio, and you do this genre that I hadn't even heard of yet. It's called Tex-Mex country. I've ate the food, but I never heard that as a genre in country music.
Yeah, it's kind of bringing in some Spanish influences. So you'll hear some accordion and some like guitar, Spanish flamenco guitar riffs, things like that.
Yeah.
If you want to think of really good Tex-Mex country, you'd think of the Texas Tornadoes.
Okay, awesome.
They're the ones that kind of started merging the two genres together, country and Tejano.
Nice. We were talking about tornadoes before we got on the air, and Tracy Lawrence had a great hit with a song called Texas Tornado. We got a group, Texas Tornadoes. How about that? I'll have to check them out.
Right.
Yeah, that is awesome. You are a United States Army veteran. I want to thank you for your service, and you also have an Army band. Is that correct? You still got that?
I was in the Army band when I was in the service.
Oh, okay. You were in the Army band.
My
Okay,
full-time
gotcha.
job.
I gotcha. After leaving the military, though, you started teaching school. You got a degree, and now you teach music.
Right. I'm a band director here in South Texas.
That is awesome. How long you been doing that now?
This is my 20th year.
20? Oh my gosh. I'm in year number 13 of doing this radio program. It will be completed year number 13 this May, just a couple of months. But I bet you're like me. You have seen a lot of talent come across you.
Yeah, I mean, you get those kids that really get into it, and then of course nowadays since COVID, things have kind of died down where kids aren't really into the wait and find out what your reward is. They want the instant gratification, so it's a little challenging sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how did you get into country music? At what point did you want to be a singer? Because you're great at that too.
Well, I've been playing people's music for my whole life, whether it was in the military band or private gigs or here and there over the last 20, 30 years. And I'm getting to a point in my life now that I want to leave my mark on the art world. And so I figure my stories relate more to the country music genre, white collar kind of thing. So a few years ago, I started writing my own music, and I found a nice place in Nashville that lets indie musicians come in and do their stuff, and they've been working well with me, and so that's how I'm kind of releasing it.
That's awesome. I guess you kind of grew up like me in the 80s, and that's where your love for music probably started, just like me. My love for radio started then. That's when I went to broadcasting school in the 80s, and in May, you're doing a launch of your latest single. It's going to be called 80s Child. Is that right?
Actually, that was last May.
That was last May.
Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's already out.
So that was kind of my homage to the 80s, and that's what that song's about.
I'm looking at 2024. Yep, I see it now.
Yeah, it hasn't updated on my website. I've already had 2 other releases since then. I need to get that done.
I have to check that song out because I love that 80s genre. I still play a lot of that on my website. I built this radio channel on there that you can listen to 80s music 24/7 that's commercial free, and I put a lot of the TV shows that were popular back in the 80s on there, just the banners from them. The only one you can click on and it'll take you to something is MTV, because it debuted I think in 1981, back when they used to play music videos.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Reality TV killed it.
That's right. That's the song. The first song they played was Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yes, it was.
Yep. But, shows like The Golden Girls, we had Miami Vice, The Cosby Show, Facts of Life. It was just a great time to watch television then, too. Great TV and great stuff on the radio.
And I mentioned all of that in that song, too. It's like I said, it's kind of like an 80s anthem that I wrote.
Yeah.
It's even got some cool 80s sound effects, some Van Halen sound effects and stuff in it as well.
That is awesome. So let me ask you this. Are you a married man, children, any of them musically inclined like you?
Yes, I'm married. I do have 3 boys. All my kids have been in band, but of course, as they get older, they kind of find their own paths. They're not following as much as I used to. Okay. But my oldest is in the Air Force right now.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank him for his service too. Active in there. All right. And
and then the other 2 are still in school.
You know, every show I've ever been to in Branson, and they still do it now. In fact, during Veterans Day, they have a lot of activities, but Branson has a Veterans Week. They do a whole week of stuff for the veterans here, but every show you go to, about intermission time, they always have every branch of the service stand up. We give them applause. They may do a tribute, some kind of video up on the big screens in some of these theaters. I've seen a bunch of that different stuff. So it is a great tribute town for our veterans, and they love it here.
All right.
Yeah, we love that. Now, where were you stationed at?
I was stationed at Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas. Then I was in Korea for a year. And then I came back to San Antonio, and then I went to Germany for a year as well. And then I got out.
You have seen the country, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen Asia and Europe, plus America.
Yep, awesome. So let's talk about the country. What got you into country music? Was it somebody you used to listen to growing up, or maybe somebody your dad listened to, or what?
Well, to be honest, I really wasn't into country music when I was growing up because, you know, the whole rebellious thing, you want to be different than your parents, and that's what they kind of listen to. I was actually a metalhead.
Oh, okay.
So you're talking about MTV. I was up every Saturday night watching Headbangers Ball and all those heavy metal type videos that were on. But when I got older and, you know, performing for troops and stuff in the military, our goal was to always, you know, have a mixture of different songs, and country started kicking into me. And then as I got older, I realized a lot of the stories that I had liked to tell in my own music kind of fit more with the country genre, and so that's the route I went.
Yeah, you know, I say that all the time. Country does tell some of the best stories, doesn't it? 3 chords and the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of the modern country has lost is I call it nowadays the bromance country since about early 2000s now. They're not really doing the storytelling anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's out there, but I tell you what, you know, it finds me and I find it, but, you know, radio doesn't find it. This mainstream country, it just sounds cookie cutter. You can't tell who's who, you know, differentiating the artist and everything like that. And, you know, some of these guys are trying to keep it alive or bring it back. Zach Top and some of these others, you know, there's a few out there, but, yeah, and not too much room on the labels, they claim, you know, on the big record labels. The labels have owned the radio stations and took ownership of that. That's why I love doing my own program. I get to play the music that I think is going to resonate with people. And I can say New Country's best behind every one of your songs tonight. And that's our tagline here at the station. And I'm going to do it here in a minute.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are great in the world of country music, and I like to listen to a variety of stuff too. You know, I love that 80s music, but when I married my first wife, and she lived in southeast Oklahoma around where Blake Shelton grew up in Ada, Oklahoma, that 90s country came out, and that's what converted me to want to do country radio.
Yeah, I'll have to say Garth Brooks and like Brooks and Dunn were the ones that kind of started me listening to country again in the early 90s and later on. So that's when they started doing more rockish, and it kind of attracted my attention since then.
Yep, and, you know, incorporating those influences like we talked about, you know, you got the Tex-Mex thing going on and some of these other genres that are influenced into your country music too. I see Texas swing and rock. So, you know, I'm playing Eric Diamond. He does this, you know, Western swing music, and in fact, he's in the Hall of Fame for it. And it started out in the 1920s. I was researching that, and they use a lot of different instruments in there. You know, you got the horn section in Texas swing. I love that too, and Western swing music. That's good stuff.
Yeah, the old Bob Wills group.
Yeah, that stuff. You know, I've been playing my show for a lot of seniors at a senior center, and they love those CDs that he's been sending, so they're grabbing those up. That's right in their wheelhouse, that's for sure. But, yeah, that's, you know, and that was before my time and before I really had an interest in country music, you know, the Hank Snows, the Furlan Huskies, those kind of guys that my dad listened to, but I didn't. But I'll tell you what, those 90s country guys, and especially the ones from Oklahoma, for me were Garth that you mentioned, and Vince Gill and Toby Keith, and we had Alan Jackson, and Tracy Lawrence and Wade Hayes and David Ball opened for Tracy Lawrence was my first concert.
Oh, cool.
So, you remember your first one, or have you been to a country music concert?
I've actually never been to an actual country concert yet.
Oh man, we got to do that for you. We're bringing something to Branson. Hopefully, if we can pull it off. I just launched it a week or so ago. It's called the Branson Opry. And we're going to try to do an Opry-style show in here in Branson for the folks and, you know, have original music on a Friday, Saturday night that is sure missing in this town back when Glenn Campbell was here and Mickey Gilley and Mel Tillis and Ray Price and all those guys that had theaters back in the day. They're all gone now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
in fact, I play with a group that has close ties to Ray Price's old group there, the old band leaders and
is
stuff,
that right?
and we still play around. Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's when country music was the real thing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They'd live off their tour buses.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys make real country music too, and it's your originals. And I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that you probably wrote all the songs that we're playing tonight. But if you did, tell us.
Yes, all my songs are 100% written by me. And then I just, go out and try to play where I can.
Yeah. In fact, I say it all the time. It's a big world out there, but it's small in this independent country community. You just co-wrote a song with a friend of mine by the name of Sherry Swartz.
Oh, yeah. I just got it back from Nashville today, so that'll be the next one coming out.
How about that? I'll be playing that on the radio, and it's pretty cool when you collaborate and do something like that. You know, you get in with some of these other artists that have been doing it for a while, and big songwriters or big-name artists. You get to share in their social media because you got a co-write on that song.
Right, and that's kind of the thing I was looking at. She's more established than I am, and I was kind of stuck in a song, so I reached out to her, and she actually was very nice and reached back and helped me finish the song, and we just recorded it in the last 2 weeks, and I just got the finals back from Nashville today, so
that is awesome.
I'll be putting it up hopefully in about the next month.
Awesome. So let me ask you this. If you were to perform with somebody live on stage, who would be your dream gig or somebody you might want to do a duet with? Who would that be? Maybe some names we might know. And they can be living or have passed, either one.
I think it'd have to be King George himself.
There you go.
Just one thing being he's an ex-Army person, so we've got that connection. And then just, growing up in Texas and all the other stuff.
Man, that would be the dream show to go see, too, wouldn't it, since you haven't been to a concert?
Oh, heck yeah.
Man.
I mean, I just barely missed the one you did in A&M back in, October, November last year?
Yeah.
That he sold out and made the world's largest single concert of 100-something thousand.
Yep, I saw that all over TV, that's for sure, and all over the internet, too. 101,000 people, and I think that would bypass what AT&T Stadium holds there in Arlington, Texas, the home of the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're right at around 100,000 it can hold, but... it would definitely be standing room only, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and no backup dancers or anything like that, just singing.
Just straight country music. And he wasn't known for writing a lot of his stuff. Dean Dillon wrote a lot of George Strait, and that put him in the Country Music Hall of Fame as a songwriter, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, that's a neat thing when you can draw a crowd like that just by performing real country music. And that's still around as well, believe me. There's a guy down there you got in Texas by the name of Cody Johnson that's doing it, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's an up-and-coming one.
Yep. So is that Dan White guy. He's pretty good, that Dan Wesley White. I love playing your music so far, man. I love talking to you tonight, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks a lot for having me.
You bet. The first song we're going to play is called Better Than Me. Tell us the story behind it.
So like I was saying, I want to write music that leaves my impression on the artistic world as well as my family, something for them to remember me by when I'm no longer here. And I wanted to write a song about raising my sons since I have 3 sons. Mm-hmm. And so it's basically just the standpoint of a father watching his sons grow up and become men, which is something that a lot of people aren't doing nowadays. So we got all these single parents and things like that.
Yep.
So it's nice when the fathers are around and actually help, raise their sons and see them become a better person than themselves and not falling into the same pit holes and mistakes that we've made through our life.
Right. And to be able to write that and put your heart and soul out there in a song, there's nothing better than that. They'll never forget that.
I hope not.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you this, too. Do you play weekend gigs and things like that in front of folks out there, these honky-tonks and bars or anything down there in Del Rio area?
Well, like I was saying, I have ties to some of the relatives of the old Ray Price band, so we play around here. But we do kind of a mixture of everything from Latin jazz to country to rock and so forth. So It's not just pure country or anything, but we just kind of throw everything together, kind of a variety group, and we do play a few of my songs every now and then.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to give you a little heads up on the next question I'm going to ask. Since you're a music teacher, I'm going to ask when you picked up your first instrument, what was it? And we'll go from there when we come back after playing Better Than Me. His name is Dan Wesley White on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on this New Music Friday.
The day you were born, tiny fingers wrapped around mine. You are my pride and joy, my legacy that forever shines. Watched you chase your dreams with eyes full of glee. In those moments, I knew you'd be better than me, better than me. You're the love that sets me free, better than me. Growing into the man the world will see. Stronger, wiser, braver than I could ever be. I know that you'll be better than me. From playing catch in the yard, late night heart-to-heart talks, you always knew the right words, guiding me in life's walks. Like the smell of fresh cut grass and the taste of homemade pie. These memories with you, my son, will never die. Better than me. You're the love that sets me free, better than me. Growing into the man the world will see. Stronger, wiser, braver than I could ever be. I know that you'll be better than me. As time goes on, seasons change, breaking down life's walls, carrying on the family name. I see you standing tall. Here's to you as you walk your path with dignity and grace. You'll always be my baby boy, feel my loving embrace. I'll watch from afar with a heart bursting at the seams, knowing you're living your life better than me, better than me. You're the love that sets me free, better than me. Growing into the man the world will see. Stronger, wiser, braver than I could ever be. I know that you'll be better than me. Better than me. Better than me. You're the love that sets me free.
His name is Dan Wesley White. That is called Better Than Me, and I'll tell you what, my friend, you sing better than me. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk about playing, though, playing instruments. Since you're a music teacher, what was your first instrument? Probably a guitar that you picked up. What age?
Actually, it was piano.
Piano?
Because, my dad was a Baptist preacher, so I learned how to play piano trying to get into the church scene. of course, that didn't work out, so then I just started singing in choir, and then when I got into 4th grade is when I started picking up instruments like the trumpet and the tuba and things like that.
Okay. There is a lot of piano in that classic country that we hear. Ronnie Millsap, I love that Smoky Mountain Rain song and how he hit that. And then different, Merle Haggard's got some piano licks in his. There's a bunch of them out there. And what's interesting to me is that you're not blind. You can see to play. Ronnie Millsap can't. Ray Charles couldn't. Stevie Wonder, he plays blind. And that's just amazing to me how they could pick up that instrument and not being able to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just getting the finger spacing.
Yeah, musical prodigies is what I call them.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do it without sight for me, too.
Yeah. What made you want to teach music?
Well, like I said, I was in the military for 9 years, and so I was touring around the world, and I kind of got burnt out on the performing aspect, so I just wanted to do something. I knew I wanted to do something with music, so I just went, when I got out of the military, I went back and got my bachelor's degree, and then as I was teaching, I went ahead and went back and got a master's degree too. So, But now that I've been teaching for 20 so years, now the performance bug is starting to get in me again, and now I think I want to do something performance-wise before I call it an end to this life.
Yes. Well, and when you put these songs out that you wrote, and like I said, with the song about your sons and things like that, you know, you're putting your heart and your soul out there. You want people to be able to resonate to that, but it's nice to be able to see that in a crowd, isn't it? And these smaller venues, especially in them honky-tonks and bars that we talk about country artists playing in all the time, when they know all the words to your original music and they're out there in that crowd singing along, that's got to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship. The performer feeds off the crowd just as much as the crowd feeds off the performer.
It gets addictive, too. It's like adrenaline rush, isn't it, when you're doing that live performance?
Oh, yeah, you can get used to it. But then, of course, you got to worry about egos sometimes, but not too much.
Once these young people, these up-and-comers, you know, they get past that stage fright, and I've talked to a bunch of them. You know, some of them, I just did a first radio interview of a young gentleman, 13 years young, the other day, and you're going to hear that on April the 4th on this program. But you know, that once they get past that stage fright, man, they're on their way. It's addictive to them, and they want to write and keep going and make a star, you know, just like Buck Owens, you know, he said he was going to be a star in the movies, you know, one day, but they, you know, a lot of these folks, they want to do it in the world of country music. They want to do what King George did with 60 number ones. How about that?
Yep, I wish I could get to that point.
Man, I'll tell you, we'd settle for 22. In fact, that's the next song we're going to play.
Oh, yeah, that was the song I made trying to bring awareness to soldier, or actually veteran suicide. The 22 number is basically the national average, kind of unspoken average of how many service members commit suicide each day due to either PTSD or other situations. So I made it for two reasons. One, to bring awareness to the actual problem that our veterans are facing, and two, kind of to offer hope that, you know, if there's a veteran out there thinking dark things and he hears my song, maybe he'll hold on and get his help.
Man, I appreciate you doing that for our veterans. And I have partnered with a great group of ladies called, it's Defenders Gateway. I met Carol at Freedom Jam USA back in 2023 in September when I hosted that in St. Louis. And they help the veterans there because that's where she's from. But she made a thing that is nationwide. So it's called Defenders Gateway. They offer a lot of free services for members of our military, active veterans, and their families. And, you know, like your son that's still in, he can benefit from those services as well. All you got to do to go to my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Go to the Defenders Gateway tab. I got a lot of tabs up there at the top, but hit that one and scan those apps and download them to your phone and get with Carol and start benefiting from those free services that they offer. They do a great thing for our veterans, and you guys, you deserve it, man. Whatever capacity you were in, you helped protect our freedoms, and that's the reason we can do radio shows like this right now, is because of what you guys did.
Oh, yeah. We can never forget where we came from, no matter how much they try to erase history.
Absolutely. The third song that we're going to play is called Saturday Night in a Border Town. Tell us about that one.
So living here in Del Rio, I'm right on the border of Texas and Mexico, and there's a lot of musical influences coming across from Mexico, the Tejano influence. And so I decided to kind of make a country, what I call Tex-Mex. kind of like the old Texas Tornadoes group back in the 90s. And so I've incorporated an accordion in it with a lot of little flamenco guitar riffs, things like that, and just kind of like what we do here on weekends sometimes in these little border towns where we just go to Mexico, drink, and have fun.
Absolutely. We love to eat that Tex-Mex food. My wife loves Mexican food, but, you got some pretty good barbecue. Texas is kind of known for that, too, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. You can't have nothing without a brisket.
You betcha. What do you like to do away from teaching country music and performing and writing songs for fun?
Usually just spend time with my family. That, or when I do have a lot of stress, I just get online and blow people up in like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah. There you go. Well, thanks for taking my call, and it hasn't been duty at all. It's been fun today. It's a real pleasure having you on the program. Let's do this again real soon, and if you want to come back and bring Sherry Swords with you, we can do an interview with her as well on that new single if you'd like.
Oh, sure. Like I said, it should be on about the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, yeah, that'll be perfect because I'm about 6 weeks out in interviews, so we'd love to have you back on. Man, I hope you have a great spring and a great summer, and keep in touch, and we'll see you on the radio.
All right, thanks again for having me.
You bet. I want to ask you one more thing. Where can folks find Dan Wesley White on social media if they want to check out more of your music?
I do have a webpage, www.danwesleywhite.com, which has my music for sale as well as some merch. And then you can also catch me on Facebook on my artist page under Dan Wesley White as well.
That sounds great. Thanks for catching me, and we'll see you again on the radio, and we appreciate the time tonight. His name is Dan Wesley White. This is called 22 on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
18 and fresh out of school, living his life and trying to be cool. Johnny's world changed with a telegram. Pack your things and don't be slow. For Benin's where you gotta go. We're sending you to Vietnam. Saw things no one should see, all in the name of liberty. Several friends would pass away. Returned home a different man, wondering why he's alive in God's plan. Thought ending it all was the only way. Don't let him be a 22. Gave his body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When his world crashes down, he needs some help to see life through. Don't let him be a 22. Susie was an ex-prom queen. Mommy and Daddy gave her everything, but her eyes were opened on that September day. She watched those silver towers fall, knew she had to heed the call. Marine Corps blues were the way. Got sent to Afghanistan, where an IED took her legs and hands, living a life with many surgeries. Times got hard and bills piled high, disabilities were denied. How can she live with these injuries? Don't let her be a 22. Gave her body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When her world crashes down, she needs some help to see life through. Don't let her be a 22. Men and women who take a stand, protecting our homeland, away from their husbands and wives, fighting their internal fights with long and sleepless nights. They need our help to live better lives. 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
A few hours or so west of San Antone lies Del Rio, a small border town where everyone knows your name. Lots of fishing and camping, sunsets you'll say adios mio, where the weekend starts at the local football game. Saturday night is for cutting loose, dancing to our favorite songs. It's like George said, blame it on Mexico all night long. The senoritas and margaritas and shots flowing all around. It's a Saturday night in a border town. Working 8 to 5 at the feed store 6 days a week. Watching kids go to school and waving as they pass by. Thinking about the weekend in Mexico and the blabbers that I'll speak, while drinking my fill and catching a pretty girl's eye. Saturday night is for cutting loose, dancing to our favorite songs. It's like George said, blame it on Mexico all night long. The senoritas and margaritas and shots flowing all around. It's a Saturday night in a border town. Oh yeah. Cutting loose, dancing to our favorite songs. It's like George said, blame it on Mexico all night long. The senoritas and margaritas and shots flowing all around. It's a Saturday night in a border town. The senoritas and margaritas and shots flowing all around. It's a Saturday night in a border town.
There's some of that Tex-Mex country music that Dan Wesley White was talking about. The only thing missing in that song is some chips and salsa. That is awesome. I love it. And thanks for being on the program tonight. Dan Wesley White. Go check him out all over social media. Del Rio, Texas is where he's from. And good country music on the radio tonight. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. I've got another great radio interview at the bottom half of this next hour. Andrew Marshall is going to join me on the program. You're going to love his stories behind his songs as well, so stay tuned for that. And this next artist that we're going to kick off hour number 2 with, I just recently interviewed as well. You can find our interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. So go there if you want to hear the story behind this next song called Cry on a Wednesday. Brand new from Jamie Phillips on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on New Music Friday.
We need to talk. That's how it all started. I was hoping for the best and turned a blind eye. Cheap margaritas in a corner booth. She opened up with goodbye. Wasn't expecting to cry, but I did that whole hour. She looked so good in that little black dress. I never thought I'd be such a mess. I guess I never expected this. She made me cry on a Wednesday, got drunk on that Thursday. Boss called me on Friday when I didn't show up. I disappeared on Saturday, turned off my phone, just sat in my truck. Prayed on a Sunday, worked on a Monday. Hell, I can't keep track of the days anymore. When she walked out the door, my heart was torn. She made me cry on a Wednesday. She felt bad, and she meant it. Said I'd done nothing wrong. That hurt like hell, 'cause she just wanted to move on. I knew all along she could do better than me. I was nothing, she was a beauty queen, but she had my heart, and that was easy enough to see. She made me cry on a Wednesday, got drunk on a Thursday. Boss called me on Friday when I didn't show up. I disappeared on Saturday, turned off my phone, just sat in my truck. Prayed on a Sunday, I worked on a Monday. Hell, I can't keep track of the days anymore. When she walked out the door, my heart was torn. She made me cry on a Wednesday. Disappeared on Saturday, turned off my phone, just sat in my truck. Prayed on a Sunday, worked on a Monday. Hell, I can't keep track of the days anymore. When she walked out the door, my heart is torn. She made me cry on a Wednesday.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
I met her at the Dixon County Fair. She had a California tan and bleach blonde hair. We hopped into my top-down four-wheel drive. We ended up at a club downtown that night. The bass was really pumping, and she said, baby, that's my jam. She dragged me on the dance floor, and I said, girl, you don't understand. I don't twerk. That's not how my money maker works. I don't twerk. The last time I tried it hurt. I love the way you make your booty shake like you own the place from below the waist. But I'd be out there looking like a jerk. 'Cause honey, I don't twerk. Well, I can twist and shout and I'm proud of my Macarena. I can cut foot loose and tangle with the senorita. I can pop and lock and rock the chicken dance. And I can two-step all night long to a country band. Baby, don't you get me wrong, I love the way you shake that thing. You got the backbeat on your backside, but honey, I'll have two left cheeks. I don't twerk. That's not how my money maker works. I don't twerk. The last time I tried it hurt. I love the way you make your booty shake like you own the place from below the waist. But I'd be out there looking like a jerk. 'Cause honey, I don't twerk. I love the way you make your booty shake like you own the place from below the waist. But I'd be out there looking like a jerk. 'Cause honey, I don't twerk. Yeah, honey, I don't twerk. Oh, you got that right.
How about back-to-back Jamies for you right there? Jamie Stever is who that is. He's great. He's from Canada. And Jamie Phillips before that will Cry on a Wednesday. Jamie Stever, I Don't Twerk. Man, what a great new song in the world of country music. I don't twerk too hard. I'm having fun on the radio, but no, I don't twerk at all. Absolutely. I've thrown my back out chair dancing to that song. And man, what a great song, though. Jamie Stever. Go check him out all over social media. He is fantastic. How about the debut single of my friend Ashlyn Green? This is called Last Forever. Ashlyn Green Music is where you can find her. Now you can find her on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Boy, there's something about you that just don't feel the same. All the ones that came before you can't hold a candle to your flame. You love Jesus and your mama. You don't know how much it means. And I don't know about you, but if it's up to me, I want something that lasts like a 1980 Chevrolet. But don't gotta move too fast. We can go at our own pace. 'Cause once there like your great grandmama's recipes, or that Bible Papa gave to me. I want something that'll last like a 1980 Chevrolet. You don't gotta move too fast, we can go at our own pace. It's one for us if the two of us just trust what we have together. Something that will last forever.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
We were 17, had a fake ID, on a spring break spree, chasing everything. I was doing double shots in the back parking lot, met a girl down from Tennessee.
He was acting tough, thought he was hot stuff. Then my girls wrote him off, but he was cracking me up with his trashy jokes and his big old smile. So I decided to stay for a while.
Oh, she was looking cute, just sitting there. She was smiling up at me with a flower in her hair.
I knew I was done as a setting sun. First day, it might be the one. So I gave him my number
and I called you up.
And 20 years later, we're still in love. We were hanging in August, sipping coladas, living our lives like there was no tomorrow. Young and full of crazy dreams, with no responsibilities. Like a spring break love story right out of some TV show. Yeah, we started off forever in Margot.
So now here we are.
Yeah, we've come so far.
But some days, man, I swear this life can be so hard.
We got bills to pay, ain't no time for play.
We've been working 7 days and we can't catch a break. I know what we need.
I'll go pack our bags.
Yeah, you always seem to know what I'm thinking in my head.
We got some money saved.
I'll go gas the car.
Leave this big old city, it ain't that far. Hoping, praying, one day we get back. And just like that, we were hanging in Largo, sipping coladas, living our lives like there was no tomorrow. Young and hard, we're still dreaming with no responsibilities. Like a spring break love story right out of some TV show. Yeah, we started off forever in love. So what if we stayed?
You know what I'm thinking, girl. So what do you say?
Could it really be? Sounds so good to me.
Well, baby, I just signed the deed.
So the hell with Chicago, we'll keep it in Largo. Living our lives like there was no tomorrow. Living our dreams, young and hard. Taking it right back to the start. Like a spring break love story right out of some TV show. Where we started off forever in Margot. Yeah, we started off forever in Margot.
That is a brand new single from my good friend Kirsty Krause and a duet with Mike Nash. They sound good together, don't they? And a brand new song called Largo. Go check out that one all over social media. She's been blowing it up, and that's how I get my hands on them, too. They send them to me, and I absolutely love playing what we can call New Country's Best. Boy, we're doing that tonight, aren't we? On a New Music Friday, and folks are loving the music. We got it going on my Facebook account. We're on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio and on TikTok as well over here at Tim Kelly on Air. Give me a follow. Come in the chat room. Tell me where you're listening from, and I'll follow you right back. Kelsey Lamb's got a brand new song out to radio. It is called Just Wait. Just wait till you hear it. Right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Hey mama, how did you meet dad? Did you know from the start it would last? Was it butterflies and stars in your eyes? Was all at once or did it take some time? 2 weeks since he's been gone. How could I have been so wrong? She said, I know how it feels to feel that way, but that'll all change in one day. Just wait till you have your last first kiss, till you're looking back saying I prayed for this. And there's no doubt why the others never worked out. Just wait, honey, that's the hardest part. Gonna take a few tears and broken hearts along the way. The moment you think it's too late, just wait. She said, let me tell you about the love I had. It was a couple years before I met your dad. Could've swore he was the one, but goodbye was easier said than done. Then I met a boy who held the door. Everything I wasn't looking for changed what I thought I knew about love, better than I ever dreamed of. Just wait till you have your last first kiss, till you're looking back saying I prayed for this. And there's no doubt why the others never worked out. Just wait, honey, that's the hardest part. Gonna take a few tears and broken hearts along the way. The moment you think it's too late, just wait. Just wait till you have your last first kiss, till you're looking back saying I prayed for this. And there's no doubt why the others never worked out. Someday you won't even hesitate to say yes to the rest of your days, and you do it all again if that's just what it takes. Just wait. Just
Hi, this is Joe from the Swansons, and you are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I ain't falling for no salesman trying to sell an old lemon. I ain't falling for no bad news on my television. Ain't got no FOMO. I can say no to folk and sleep just fine all night. Oh, but baby, 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 I fall for you every time. I ain't falling for no get-rich pyramid scheme, but I follow you around like a dog on a string, like a shot of free whiskey and a how you doing pickup line. Oh, but baby, 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 I fall for you every time. can't begin to explain it. Girl, there ain't no reason, no rhyme. All I know that it's true. I fall for you every time. Come on. Yeah, love is a pit. I done fell up in it. No need you throwing me no line. Done made up my mind. I fall for you every time. And all you gotta do is flash them baby blues, and there I am in the palm of your hand. You got me melting like butter. Ain't never been another that can love me, girl, the way you can. I keep racking my brain. I can't begin to explain it. Girl, there ain't no reason, no rhyme. All I know that it's true. I fall for you every time. Yeah, I keep racking my brain. I can't begin to explain it. Girl, there ain't no reason, no rhyme. Yeah, I know that it's true. I fall for you every time. Yeah, I know that it's true. I fall for you every time. Oh yeah.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Andrew Marshall, my good friend from Nashville, Tennessee, is up. How are you, my friend?
Good, Jim. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the show today. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
You are welcome. We were talking off the air a little bit, getting to know each other, and you've got an interesting brand of country music. I've never heard of this genre. It's called outlaw gospel. We're going to hear the stories behind your songs and talk about that here in a moment. So great to have you.
Like I said, great being here.
You've done this thing called music and ministry for the last several years, and so tell us how you got into music to begin with.
Well, music started for me when I was about 12. Piano lessons, and my music teacher figured out that I wasn't learning to read music like she was trying to teach me, so after 6 years, she kicked me out.
Kicked you out?
But that wasn't it. Yeah, she said she couldn't teach me anymore because I was too far gone. And then I decided, well, I want to play drums and I want to play guitar, so I started teaching myself the drums and the guitar, and bands followed, and then the usual, because I was going to be a rock star, don't you know? Bars and casinos, and then I started, once I got into the casino circuit back on the West Coast, the money was really good, and the showrooms, and we felt like rock stars, and nobody told me I wasn't, so I lived like a rock star, and that's what got me in trouble.
Yeah.
And then drugs and the partying and all the stuff, and then a prison term, and then I got out, and then I thought I was cured, but I really wasn't. And then I slipped back into it, and second prison term, I did 5 years out of 8, and right before I got out, about 6 months prior, I went to something called Celebrate Recovery Inside, and I come back to the Lord inside, and I started leading worship at a Celebrate Recovery service back where I was living, where I was from in California. We did that for a few years, and then decided that this is great for the people that are coming. They know that they were missing something, but what about the people that wouldn't? And I wanted to do my style of music, which had always had a little rock and edge to it.
Yeah.
And so we started recording music. I'd come out here to Nashville and record, and I had the second album was under my belt already when I'd finish the music, and I would send it off to, I'd say, now what do we do? And friends of mine out here say, well, send it to radio. So we send it to the rock and roll stations, and the rock stations say that's too country. So I said to the country stations, they said, that's too rock and roll. And we tried to send it to the gospel stations, and they said, oh, devil behind me. Well, no way. What is that? And a couple years went by, and then a friend of mine I met, and now he's our friend, Cody McCarver, used to be with Confederate Railroad.
I know who he is. Yeah.
And I said, hey, Cody, I don't know what to do with this. I mean, we're going to do ministry with it regardless, but I'd like more people to hear it and try to reach as many people as we can. And he gives it a listen. He goes, oh, brother, that's what I do. That right there is outlaw gospel. And I said, what? Outlaw gospel. Just hearing it, I was like, you know what? If I'd never heard the words before, just like I hadn't at that point, I'm going to Google it. And I did. And Cody was the only one that came up at the time, and now it's Cody, John Schneider, myself. There's a handful of new ones that, believe it or not, are outlaw gospel. They just don't know it.
Isn't that something?
So, matter of fact, as I listen to the new Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll song, I'm like, that kind of lands right in there. And it's not so much Cody and me. We only differ on one thing about it. Cody says it's a sound and more. I say it's not only a sound. It's, you know, think of Waylon and Willie. When Willie was in Nashville, he tried to do what Nashville wanted. And it didn't work out for him, so he went back to Texas, and he did it his way, and Chris Christopherson and everybody went, and they were the Outlaws because they wouldn't play the game.
Yeah,
and they were still successful. Jesus was considered an outlaw.
Yep.
The way I'm doing it is kind of outside the law of music land, and that's where we got outlaw gospel. So it's a sound and it's a frame of mind.
That is exactly what I do on this radio program, is what Nashville doesn't do, and I play the music and the artists that they haven't heard or know nothing about yet, and the rest of the world either, you know, and the goal is, and you've been seeing this on my timeline, is to bring you guys all to Branson one of these days. I want to do this big show for you and call it the Branson Opry, similar to what the Grand Ole Opry's done for 100 years. And let you play your style of music, and you know, we'll see what the reception is. But this is the Bible Belt right here in Branson, and they love gospel music here, man. I've went to concerts where they're coming in, they're bringing their lawn chairs and everything to sit on to listen to that music, and they love it here in Branson. So that's awesome.
Well, you got a ton of showrooms over there, so one of them's got to be available, even if it's just for a weekly concert.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to see one for. I mean, we know most of the showroom. I haven't got to be there yet. I haven't witnessed it. I've only been told and seen pictures and videos. But as I understand it, the bigger named acts do their road touring, and then when they get to a point where maybe they can't sell out an arena or a stadium anymore, but they can still pack the house, they come and park themselves there in Branson and do shows.
Yep.
5-6 nights a week. There's got to be one available.
And what started this town was a lot of those Nashville artists. You know, they didn't like what Music City was doing, or it was too crowded or whatever, so they came to Branson, started their own theaters. We had Mickey Gilley here for years, Roy Clark, Glenn Campbell, Mel Tillis, Willie Nelson that you mentioned, and him and Merle Haggard split a theater here. And, that's what made this town, and that traditional and some of it outlaw country like we're talking about today on the radio. So that's good stuff. I want to ask you, where were you at in California?
About 20 miles north of Sacramento.
Sacramento, okay. I was in San Diego. I went to broadcasting school in San Diego in 1986, and I moved back to the Midwest in 1990.
Oh, you got out quick. That's smart.
I did. It was crazy back then. It took 2.5 hours to get home from a 30-mile drive, so...
Oh, just like Nashville.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much like Nashville is. You know, in this little town of Branson, and I say little because population-wise it's only 10,000, but about 9 million people a year come through here in the peak season.
Now it sounds like Sevierville and Gatlinburg.
Yeah. So it's got that small town atmosphere, but there's a lot of people here and a lot of people to play for. You know, like you said, you can still pack the house with folks here in the peak season, and we're getting ready to be on that here pretty soon.
Well, I saw your post, what you're hoping to do, so I'm praying for you that you can get it all pulled together, because we need somebody with feet on the ground in the area to pull it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a team effort, and that's in anything that you do. You go to Nashville and record, and you probably use some of those great musicians there and stuff like that. Maybe you got your own band. I don't know. We'll talk about that. So and what can people expect to hear in a show? We're going to hear some of your music today. And did you write the songs that we're playing?
Let's see. There's one that my buddy who I write with actually wrote with somebody else. He goes, "Dude, you got to hear this," and that's "You Can Find Jesus Anywhere."
Awesome.
But the Rogue, I wrote with a friend of mine back in California, and let's see, Getting My Jesus On, I wrote with Corey Lee Barker.
Awesome. Corey Lee Barker, man, I hear that name all the time. He's a great songwriter, isn't he?
He is a songwriting machine.
He is, absolutely. So you guys took a big chance, too. You quit your jobs, you sold all your possessions, and you're embarking on this tour that you're doing. And it's called Celebrate Recovery, and you lead worship at a lot of churches around the country and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, we go wherever we're called to go. We quit our jobs. Like, we led Celebrate Recovery for 7 years back in California. And I had been bugging my wife, telling her, we need to take this on the road and take it to the people that don't know what they're missing, and explain recovery. I mean, addiction and recovery that's our bread and butter. That's where we lived, and now the addiction was where we lived, and now we live in recovery. So we try to show people, maybe they're not in recovery yet, that life can be different and better through clean and sober and through Jesus. And if they're already just into recovery, we're there to encourage them to keep going, because that first year can be difficult as you're working through the steps. And we do that through the music and our testimony. And then anybody that's just been around in recovery, and we're just there to support them. Homeless camps, we'll do fairs and festivals. I go to Sturgis every year. This will be my 3rd year now. I sing for about 4 hours every morning for the bikers at a pancake breakfast.
Awesome.
And we get to plant some seeds there. And we travel the country. But when I told her we needed to take it out everywhere, she said, I told her, God told me this, and she said, well, when God tells me, I'll let you know. And it took him a couple more years for her to actually hear him, I guess. But 2.5 years ago, we were doing a Celebrate Recovery in California, and she came up to me crying afterwards. She said, God said, get out of the way. It's time to go on the road. So I had the house sold in 48 hours. We quit our jobs, sold everything, moved everything that we could into a fifth wheel, and started traveling.
Wow.
And now we go Celebrate Recovery, Recovery Church, Recovery Alive, any recovery, even if it's just a one-off that the church does, we go there, homeless camps, fairs, festivals, wherever we're called to go.
Yeah, you're amazing, man. That is an awesome story, and I'm sure glad you found me, because your music, I think, is great, and we're on a lot of other stations, so country music is universal. You make country and rock music combined. I love that. The genres are starting to mix in anyways, and a lot of that is being done out there by other artists, and you mentioned a few of those names. But they love this country music in Ireland. We're on a station there. We're in Germany. We're in Sweden now. That station's been around since 1979, and they're going to love what they're going to hear today in your music, too, and the message.
That's awesome. That we're not playing the song, but I'm going to still plug it anyway. Hell of a Day to Be Me. My friend, she's from Ireland, Claire Cunningham, and it's amazing that her voice doesn't have more of an accent. When she sings, it's clearer, but when I talk with her, I have to be in person. It's really hard to understand her. But I can't remember the name of the town she's from. But I hope they hear stuff and dig into it and find that song too. Yeah,
I just interviewed my first young lady was an interview from Glasgow, Scotland, and I'd never interviewed anybody from over there. She's really hard to understand when she talks, but it goes away when she sings too. It's crazy how that happens.
Yeah, it cracks me up.
Yeah,
she's the sweetest, most in love with Jesus person we've met. There's many, but
yeah,
she just blows you away.
I was going to ask you about that, because you've got a great story, and a lot of people get to hear that through your ministry. But I bet you've heard a lot of stories too in doing what you do that just blow your mind, huh?
We have heard so many stories. As a matter of fact, Friday night we were down in Spring City, Tennessee at something called Friday Night Fire. It's a recovery type ministry. It's a service that they do, and we were doing music and testimony, and we got to hear some testimonies in the beginning of the night, and it was just, think of all the worst things you could imagine, like, I'm so glad that I would never have to experience anything like that, and those are the types of things that we heard Friday night and other nights. For the last 2 years, well, for the last 10 years, we've been hearing so many stories of recovery and perseverance and redemption. It's the reason we do it, not to just hear the stories, but to see them come through the other side.
Yeah.
And if we get to be a little part of that and plant the seed that helps them or encourages them and pushes them along, gives them that one more day to keep trying, then we're doing what he called us to do.
Absolutely. I was looking on your Facebook page, and just a little bit of it. This guy, he's a pastor. He's got a ball cap on and a beard. I thought it was my buddy Chris from the Boston Chris Show down there in Texas, because they look a lot alike. But it's a pastor from a project called Project 300, and that happened back on March 8th or somewhere around in there. So kind of tell us about that one, what it was about.
That's actually, he's the pastor for where we were at on Friday night for Friday Night Fire.
Okay.
And it is, oh man, I just blanked. Project 300 is the project we're going to be doing with him, but he has a ministry called Rock House Ministries over there in Spring City, and they have a men's and women's recovery home, and in the church, and the Friday Night Fire. But Project 300 is 300 cities in 3 years.
Wow.
And I'm so glad he said 3 years, because at first when he said 300 cities, I thought he was going to say 300 cities in 300 days. I was like, that's a major tour.
Yeah.
Big artists with lots of money and help can't do that. I mean, they could, but it's tough.
Even in 3 years, that's a project.
Yeah, 100 cities a year for 3 years, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. And he's got a trailer he's built with a little sound studio, I guess you would call it, to do interviews in. And originally it was 300 cities, and he was going to come back with 300 testimonies. But he said the Lord put it on his heart, and it's going to be 300 cities and 30,000 testimonies. So they'll come out. Anybody that wants to do it will sit down in a little chair. He's got the cameras and all the lighting and all the recording equipment in the trailer. And you'll come sit out there and you'll record your testimony. Kind of like those those reality shows on MTV where they go in the room and just talk to the camera alone. It's going to be kind of like that. It'll just be a little video interview.
Awesome. May the 1st through the 3rd, you're doing this thing called an annual Hope Dealer Training Conference. I love that, because that's exactly what you are. You're a hope dealer. You may have went to prison for doing the other stuff, back in the day, but you've recovered from all that, and you're helping others do that through this conference. I think that's amazing. And it's, telling about who should come: public health officials, social workers, therapists, people like that, law enforcement, emergency medical personnel need to attend, pastors, of course, all that good stuff.
Everybody's welcome. It's May 1st through 3rd. I believe it's Hendersonville, North Carolina. And it's put on by Broken Chains Motorcycle Ministry, which we're part of that also. Yep. And there's so much that goes on in there. How do I narrow it all down? There's Narcan training. There's different trainings. There's seminars on how best to approach certain people, especially in the biker community. Broken Chains, we're all bikers or bike enthusiasts, but some people that are just coming into it are not used to the rules, if you will, of the club life or the motorcycle world, and there's certain things that they need a little bit of insight. Don't do this. It's okay to do that, because you're stepping into their world. We want to be a seed, plant a seed with them. We don't want to make them mad, so they're not receptive to it. So it's training, it's fellowship. I'm going to be performing. My wife's going to be doing some testimony along with some other folks doing testimony. It's a great 3 days. Last year was the first one I went, and it was amazing.
Wow.
And everybody leaves there filled up and ready to go, on fire, and get ready to hit the summer and start planting seeds.
That is awesome, my friend. You're doing a great thing for people, and we sure appreciate you taking the time to speak with us tonight on this program. And you never know that who you're helping out there that's listening to through this music that we're going to play in these 3 songs. I Don't Live There Anymore is the first one. Tell us about this song, and I'm sure it tells the story of your life for sure.
It's right there in the title, but it's just talking about all the things that I used to be, all the things that people called me, and by all rights, they were not wrong. I was a liar, a cheat, a thief, a dope fiend. I was a wreck. But I was, and in all those things that I was in all the places that I shouldn't have been. I was living in a bad place, and that's the idea behind the song. When we wrote it, I don't live there anymore. I'm a new man. I'm a new creation.
Yep.
And so we put it to music.
That is awesome. I love that. Music is therapeutic. It helps heal so many people, and it just resonates. And if it becomes a hit and goes viral, we'll be playing it 20, 30 years from now. It's that classic stuff that we play on the radio now.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Andrew Marshall is with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. Let's play I Don't Live There Anymore on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I don't feel the need to hang my head. I don't waste 1 minute on regret. The past is the past. I don't live there anymore. Well, I've heard it said what's done can't be undone. That ain't what the Father told the Son. So long yesterday, I don't live there anymore. I took a long way here. It was worth every tear, every bruise, every scar to get to where you are. You rescued me from who I used to be. Washed away the pain. There was no more shame. I'm all about what's yet to come. Knowing I can't be defined by what I've done. I don't live there anymore. I ran out of second chances long ago. Still you paid the debt you didn't owe, just to let me know I don't live there anymore. I took the long way here. It was worth every tear, every bruise, every scar to get to where you are. You rescued me from who I used to be. Washed away the pain. There was no more shame. I'm all about what's yet to come. Knowing I can't be defined by what I've done. And I don't live there anymore. I don't feel the need to hang my head. I don't waste 1 minute on regret. I took the long way here. It was worth every tear, every bruise, every scar to get to where you are. You rescued me, who I used to be. Washed away the pain. There was no more shame. I took the long way here. It was worth every tear, every bruise, every scar to get to where you are. You rescued me from who I used to be. Washed away the pain. There was no more shame. I'm all about what's yet to come. Knowing I can't be defined by what I've done. I don't live
His name is Andrew Marshall. That is called I Don't Live There Anymore, and you just heard the story behind it. And, man, what a great song and a great inspiration that you're giving the folks out there in the country and rock community and outlaw gospel. How about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're glad. Hopefully that song reaches some people and touches something and lets them know that wherever we were in the past, we don't got to stay there.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, I've interviewed other artists that have had that thing too, you know, that addiction. And we talk about that, you know, you have to start in country music playing those honky tonks and bars and stuff like that. And, you know, I just interviewed the grandson of Waylon Jennings. Way Jennings went through that, and similar to what his grandpa went through, the drugs and the alcohol and all those addictions. But he's been clean for quite a while now. He's the father of 6 children, and he just wants to be a better person and a better dad to his kids.
All we can ask for.
That's
anything
it.
Anything else is just gravy.
Yeah. We were talking off the air. You've been married to your wife for 20 years. That is a long time for anybody, with or without those issues, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, we went through some stuff. Through like I said, through the prison term. Well, she was there. She actually turned me in. That sent me away the second time. But if she hadn't, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I would more than likely be dead.
Wow. That is awesome. Man, I appreciate you putting your heart and your soul out there to the folks today. And, man, that means everything. When your wife is behind you and wanting you to be successful and succeed, even if it takes, you know, paying those dues like you had to do, then that's a keeper right there, isn't she?
Yeah, I think we'll keep her.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll keep your music in rotation too, man. Thanks for doing this, and come back in a couple of months if you want to do this again, and we'll do another one in the summer or something.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you here in the live show capital of the world in Branson too, and you'll get to help some of the folks here locally with your ministry and everything that you got going on with the music. It is fantastic. I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad you hit me up with it.
Hey, I'm glad. It just popped across my Facebook feed, and I said, hey, this sounds like a good guy to talk to.
Yep, there you go. And you have been as well, man. I love the first interviews, and we kind of get to know each other, but the second one, man, we'll be buddies, and we'll be catching up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, we will.
Sounds like a deal. Andrew Marshall, the second song is called Getting Your Jesus On, and then we're going to go rogue with the third one. That's the title of it as well. Tell us about these.
All right, well, Getting My Jesus On, that's talking about coming out of the prison term. And I thought I was, like I said, I thought I was cured and I had it all figured out, and I was running out. I was on fire. I was going to go save everybody. So I went back to the same places and hanging around the same people who were still doing the same things, and I was going to save them. And I was going to do that by just telling them stuff. And I found out really quick that I had to lead by example. It was more of an attraction than a promotion. I needed to attract them to the life that I had now, instead of just telling them how awesome it was. They needed to see it, and then they would come to me and ask. And in the meantime, after I learned that quick lesson, well, a couple months it took to learn that lesson, I would still get some of them coming to me and be trying to convince me. They were basically testing me. They still wanted to party, like, come on, let's just do this, let's just do that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to stay right here, get my feet planted on solid ground. I'm going to just stay here and get my Jesus on.
Wow. That's awesome.
So that's the story behind that song, and it tells, it's all in there, but that's the crux of the song there. Rogue, I just wanted to do a fun one that kind of introduced me, tell where I'm from, what I'm about, and how God lit the fire in me, and I just wanted it to be fun. You know, everybody knows we go to church, and in worship we raise our hands, and we say it in Rogue, you know, hands up, we're going to get crazy. You can't stop the music I'm playing because I'm playing music for God. And that's what we're saying, but it's just a fun song. Get rowdy. You know, Jesus said praise him and worship him. He didn't say you had to be quiet about it. And that's kind of why we do outlaw gospel. There's a lot of rockers and a lot of outlaws out there that just need a little edge to it. And I want to be able to reach them. If we're going to do something, if we're going to reach people the church ain't reaching, we got to go places the church ain't going. Yeah. And that's what we do.
Absolutely. That is awesome. And I bet it's a neat feeling now to wake up every day in your life that you have now and not knowing who you're going to be able to help, and you get to do that through your ministry and this music that you made.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Sometimes we will have been someplace and it can be a whole year later. We make sure we try to be friends with everybody, tell them to friend request us on Facebook and whatnot, and a message will come through to say, I just wanted to let you know, or it'll be on a post and they'll just comment, hey, I wanted to let you know my life is so much different from something that I heard your wife say, or something in this song that you sang, or just different things that they reach out. And for a time there in the beginning, I was I was wondering after about a year, so I was like, man, are we even being effective? Are we doing anything? Is this helping anybody? And, the devil was putting it in my head that to cause some doubt. But we're just there to plant the seeds. We don't get to see every day, every time we go somewhere, we don't get to see radical transformation. It happens. This last Friday, we had somebody come to the Lord right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the concert. Face down, crying. And then shortly after that, 2 songs later, somebody else wanted to take the next step, and there's a baptismal behind me on the stage, and all these people started coming up, and I looked back, and he was dunking. I mean, he was going down. I was like, whoa, look at that. 2 in one night. Hot bang.
Wow.
Sometimes it's immediate, and sometimes it'd be months down the road, and we'll just get a message. And so it helps us to realize that we are being effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not everybody will hear what I say or sing, or not everybody will hear what she does when she's speaking. But we're called to go out and give our testimony, and he calls everybody to go out and do that, because the people I can reach might not be the people you can reach, and the people you can reach might not be the people I can reach. Right. And so if everybody's doing it, everybody gets covered. That's exactly right.
And Jesus even said, your faith is the size of a mustard grain seed, but when you plant that, it's going to grow. And you keep watering it and keep planting those seeds and keep doing what you're doing, and the right ears are going to get on it. And that's why I've done this program for going on 13 years, because hopefully the right ears are going to hear both of us and love the show and love the music and the stories behind the songs is what I call it in these interviews. And you've told some great ones tonight, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
You are welcome. Speaking of that social media you were talking about, where can folks find Andrew Marshall if they want to check you out some more?
Well, you can find Andrew Marshall on Facebook. You can find Andrew Marshall Musician on TikTok, Instagram, all the things, on Spotify. I don't like Spotify, but I can't go without it because it's a necessary evil in today's world. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the things. And if you wanted to go website like old school, AndrewMarshallMusician.com or AndrewMarshallMinistries.org.
Okay.
I try to keep it consistent, make it simple.
Thank you, sir. Keep doing your thing, and this outlaw ministry music that you're doing is fantastic, and we appreciate your time tonight, and we'll definitely be seeing you on the radio, man.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on tonight.
You bet. You and your wife be safe out there going out on the road and helping all these folks and talking to them, so we wish you the best, and we'll see you on the radio.
All right. God bless you.
You bet. Same here. God bless you as well. Andrew Marshall getting our Jesus on right here on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
No, thank you, boys. I think I'm sitting this one out. I know too well where that road leads. That's not what I'm about. I've had my share of crazy. It's time to let it go. Made a change or two, found new direction for my life. Gonna be a better father, better husband to my wife. Spend a little more time on things that matter most. Well, tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded hands on bended knees, loving the one who's loved me all along. Yeah, boys, I'm staying right here, getting my Jesus on. Second sermon just last week at church with God. It reminded me of who I am and everything I'm not. Must have known that I was coming. I heard that preacher loud and clear. No, I don't plan to get to where I'm going overnight. I know there'll be temptation. Lord, I'm ready for the fight. I've ran my ship for long enough. dear. Well, tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded hands on bended knees, loving the one who's loved me all along. Yeah, boys, I'm staying right here, getting my Jesus on. I got a troubled past behind me. He's promised to forget. He's promised to forget. He loves me for who I am, not the man that I ain't yet. So tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded hands on bended knees, loving the one who's loved me all along. Yeah, boys, I'm staying right here, my Jesus. Good God, I'm staying right here, my Jesus. Getting my Jesus on. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh,
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
He comes from the left coast. His heart lives in the south. Raised up on God and country and an outlaw country sound.
We wrapped our loud guitars around my story and the truth. Mixed outlaw country, southern rock, the gospel and the blues. Come on, I'm going road. Hands up, I'm gonna get crazy. Can't stop the music I'm making. This good old boy ain't backing down. Hands up, the game's been changed, yeah. Can't stop the music I'm making. This good old boy ain't backing down. Always thought that Nashville was the only game in town. They said, boy, don't come down here and be messing with our sound. I tip my hat to Cody, old Hag and Johnny Cash. The good Lord lit a fire inside, and now it lights my path. Come on, hands up, we're gonna get crazy. Can't stop the music we're making. Us good old boys ain't backing down. Hands up, the game's been changed, yeah. Can't stop the music we're making. Us good old boys ain't backing down.
Hands up, we shout loud. Now stand up and be proud. Crazy for my Savior got us roll with our sound. Different kind of music coming from the deep south. It's that good news from them good old boys. The outlaws make a joyful noise. No backing down, no backing out. Rebels for the kingdom with a fire in your mouth.
Hands up, we're gonna get crazy. Can't stop the music we're making. Us good old boys ain't backing down. Hands up, the game's been changed, yeah. Can't stop the music we're making. Us good old boys ain't backing down.
That is my first experience with outlaw gospel music, and it may be yours as well. And isn't it great? Andrew Marshall and a great tune there called Rogue. And I want to thank him for being a special guest tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. Didn't he have some amazing stories? Man, you never know what you're going to hear, and that's why I love doing these interviews. The stories behind the songs, ladies and gentlemen, and the songs are excellent. We can definitely say New Country's best behind every one of them tonight on New Music Friday. Welcome to hour number 3 of the show. If you're just getting tuned in and you missed both live interviews, they will be available in a couple of hours in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now. Just scroll down a little bit. You'll see a player that says Radio Boss. You can also download the app by scanning that QR code, and that is for the live shows only on Thursday and Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm live on my Facebook account. Got lots of people listening over here, and we're talking and chatting as well. And then live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. While you're scrolling through the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, you'll come across this gentleman, and I just did a great radio interview. He's my good friend Webb Dalton. His latest single out to radio is called Starting to Feel That Way, kicking off hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Well, this morning over breakfast, she didn't act much like herself. She was there and mighty, but in her heart she had to be somewhere else. As she sipped her coffee, she didn't have a word to say. I could feel it in my bones, a leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. Finger on it. Lately things just start to change. I know I'm not a psychic. I got a not so funny feeling something's about to change. She says everything is fine, but I wasn't born on yesterday. I know there's something wrong. I might as well be here alone. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. Yeah, I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can feel it in my bones, a leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
you could be the rain from a cloud above me, to look down, touch my face one more time, to only be the ground you walk over, see you walk away again would do just fine. 'Cause even you saying goodbye, still the sweetest sound. You did me wrong, but you can never do no harm. There's something in your smile that keeps me holding on to still loving you while you're still gone. Now when we're out, you act like you don't see me. I'm happy just to know you know I'm here. You left nothing but the you leaving memory. Thank God I know your memory ain't going nowhere. 'Cause even you saying goodbye, still the sweetest sound. You did me wrong, but you can never do no harm. There's something in your smile keeps me holding on to still loving you while you're still gone. They say I should hate you for how you went away, but true love don't fade. 'Cause even you saying goodbye is still the sweetest sound. You did me wrong, but you can never do no harm. Something in your smile keeps me holding on to still loving you while you're still gone. Still loving you, still loving you, still loving you, still loving you while you're still gone.
This is exactly why I want to do the Branson Opry and bring talent like that to the live show capital of the world. Not only on the radio, but you got to see and hear that in a live performance. Her name is Maddie Rose. That song's Still Gone, making its radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. Maddie Rose is Mattie. Go check her out and tell her you heard her on the Tim Kelly Show live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Well, I have played this next song a few times on the radio. This next gentleman is 13 years young, super talented, and we're going to be doing a live radio interview coming up on April the 4th. You got to be sure to check out that show. That is also on a New Music Friday as well. His name is Michael Schott. This is called Don't Let the Song Hit You on the Way Out the Door on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Boy, you man has always been the same. Singing my songs, trying to make a name. And you, young lady, wanted a hitch to the ride. But if you're only for the money, then I'm gonna have to wait goodbye. You thought that life on the road was all fame and stars, fancy shopping trips and expensive cars. But these honky-tonk bars have left you wanting more. Don't let the song hit you on the way out the door. expensive cars. But these honking song bars have left you wanting more. Don't let this song hit you on the way out the door. Come on now. Yeah. You gotta like all the rollers off fame and stars. Brings and shopping trips and expensive cars. But these song guitar bars have left you wanting more. Don't let the song hit you on the way out the door. I said, don't let the song hit you on the way out the door. Keep on walking, y'all.
This is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Tonight I'm staring at the bottom of an empty glass. It ain't the first and it sure as hell won't be the last. Thinking about memories back in the day, I'd be up losing sleep just cursing your name. But I packed you up and left it in the past. After 3 drinks, 2 hours climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Tonight I'm staring at the pieces that are left of me. You couldn't break me down, but there's an old soft side I still can't see. Fast cars and freedom, drunk Friday nights. There's no look over your shoulder, no worries in sight. Here's to the new and the best I'll ever be. After 3 drinks, 2 hours climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. Oh, I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1.
She is my good friend Ashley Ewing from Texas. That is a hit song on her hands right there. It is called 3, 2, 1, and you can check out a great video to that song on my TV channel. It's the top of the homepage of KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. You'll find ICTV. That stands for Indie Country Television. We got the best in independent country music videos playing around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've got over 4 hours of programming on there, so that means each video gets played about 6 times a day in a 24-hour day. I'm pretty darn good at math. I just don't know what day it is. I keep putting these Triple Play Thursday liners into the show, but it was Thursday when I loaded this, in all fairness. How about that? Well, not to confuse you, it is New Music Friday, and let's get the next song on the air. He's live in my TikTok right now at Tim Kelly on Air. His name is Christian Davis. Ain't bad for a good old boy. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, new country's best on New Music Friday.
I ain't the product of a trust fund. Far as as money goes, I ain't got much. But I trade my time in the hot sun for love to get me by. My pickup's old and rusty. She rattles and stays dusty. But when that girl's there beside me, it shines, shines, shines. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. She's gracing holy blue jeans with a face made for the movies. Yeah, she beats all I ever dreamed every time she wakes me up. She got a way of making something out of a whole lot of nothing. The honey in her loving is like money in my cup. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. I ain't bad for a good old boy. We got a roof, keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. It ain't bad for a good old
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Hey, doctor, I've got a case of corona, and going into work just seems so wrong. And doctor, I've got a case of corona, and I'm thinking it might last all summer long. Got a beautiful beer goggle blur and a slur in my speech. I'm loving the feel of this next level chill that I've reached. I show all the signs, my symptoms are clear. I should quarantine myself in the sand right here. Doctor, I've got a case of corona, and going into work just seems so wrong. And doctor, I've got a case of corona, and I'm thinking it might last all summer long. I hear rest is the best thing you can do. I'd hate to spread it and everyone else get it too. My balance is off, I can't lose this smile. I haven't been so blue so wrong. And doctor, I've got a case of corona, and I'm thinking it might last all summer long. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit if Lyme disease kicks in. Doctor, I've got a case of corona. Going into work just seems so wrong. And doctor, I've got a case of corona, and I'm thinking it might last. I'm hoping it don't last. I know it's gonna last all summer long.
You gotta have a good beer drinking song on a Friday night. That is Brian Mallory. It is called Case of Corona. 5 years ago, it had a totally different meaning if you said that to somebody. They didn't want to get close to you, did they? But we want to get close to Brian Mallory. In fact, we're working out the details to have him on this program and get to hear the stories behind his songs, including Case of Corona. What a great song and a great artist. Brian Mallory is where you can find him on social media. This next artist is the son of John Michael Montgomery. His name is Walker Montgomery. This is called Leave Your Leaving Behind on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
You've been gone, long gone for a while. I've tried to move on, but I can't get past your smile. Girl, I'm not over you, not by a million miles. Don't know if I'll ever leave your leaving behind. Find a little peace of mind. You set me free where I can fly. I keep hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving behind. I know it's crazy to be standing at your door. I stayed away till I can't take it anymore. Is there any way to be the way we were before? 'Cause I'm not sure I can leave your leaving behind. Find a little peace of mind. You set me free where I can fly. I keep hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving behind. If you just say the word, I'll walk away from you. I'll admit that we are through. But if you feel the way I do, girl, leave your leaving behind. Help me find some peace of mind. Set me free where I can fly. I've been hoping and praying someday that I might leave your leaving
This is Kenny Kershaw, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I'm sitting here, tears streaming down, and memories of you spinning round and round. There's a hole in my heart where you used to be, and every night I pray it was just a bad dream. The world keeps turning, but I'm standing still, trying to make sense of how I feel. I wanna scream out your name, let the tears fall like rain. I wanna climb the stairs to heaven and bring you home again. I wanna drop to my knees and beg God, please help me understand the reasons why you never said goodbye. I should have seen all of the signs that you were going through some troubled times, but you left in the dark. Your wings took flight, leaving me here to face my biggest fight. Mama always told me life ain't fair, but this pain I feel I just can't bear. I wanna scream out your name, let the tears fall like rain. I wanna climb the stairs to heaven and bring you home again. I wanna drop to my knees and beg God, please help me understand the reasons why you never said Now you're gone, taken too soon, leaving me here under this lonely moon, trying to climb this mountain, trying to fight this pain. My life will never be the same. I wanna scream out your name, let the tears fall like rain. I wanna climb the stairs to heaven and bring you home again. I wanna drop to my knees and beg God, please help me understand the reasons why you never said goodbye. You never said goodbye.
What a great song, and I have read the story behind it. Her name is Tracy. That is Traci, Tracy Kennedy, and you never said goodbye. She lost her daughter to suicide at age 30, and she struggled with it for a few years, got away from music, and came back strong, wrote that song for her daughter, and what a fantastic song it is. And it's a pleasure to play that song on the radio tonight. We can definitely say New Country's best behind it as well. We're going to say it behind this next gentleman. gentlemen, his name is Alan Laney. He is a member of the board of directors of the Branson Opry, and he's got a great song out right now called Freedom Road on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Down in Georgia, broke out of a summer sweat. I walked away from that cotton picking life, and I ain't been back yet. Told my folks, now don't y'all worry about me, I'm gonna be alright. I hit the road to freedom, but sometimes late at night I can almost see those tall pine trees. Hear mama call, hey y'all, it's time to eat. I can almost smell the magnolia trail calling me back home. I've been gone so long, down Freedom Road. The rolling hills of Texas and slept beneath Montana's sky, and didn't know which way to turn, standing on the Great Divide. Now I've forgotten about more places than most folks have ever been, and I still don't know what I went looking for, but every now and then I can almost see those tall pine trees. Yeah, mama call, hey y'all, it's time to eat. I can almost smell the magnolia trail calling me back home. I've been gone so long, down Freedom Road.
Listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
His daddy picked up some land, built every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. Best little town, I swear. Stop by if you dare. Further out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh. Out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road.
His name is Ryan Bodine. He's a great artist from Southern California, hanging out with us tonight over here on TikTok Live at Tim Kelly on Air. His great song right there called Ghost Town Road. We had the worldwide exclusive rights to debut that song on this program. It is doing quite well on country radio. That is the 15th time I've spun it on the program. And I'll tell you what, I love going down these roads. We went down Freedom Road. We went down Ghost Town Road. We're going to go down another road after a couple of more songs, and I'll tell you which one here in just a moment. This next young artist, 15 years young, from Oklahoma, has a great video to this song. You got to check it out. It is on ICTV, Indie Country Television, at the top of the homepage of my website. Just hit that Indie Country Television tab, and you'll be watching Mackenzie McKetty and Powder Keg on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming with the charge you set in place. So I've been hiding in a bunker to your latest fall from grace. You're running round on me, gave me the primer and the load. Now this powder keg you're dancing on is ready to explode. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. The first time you betrayed me, raging fireworks lit the sky like Roman candles set ablaze.
listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I came home Valentine's Day, pulled up in the drive with a sweetheart dozen, my heart in my hand. When I got there, she wasn't home. Something told me she was long gone. She'd given my sweetheart gift to another man. Looking through another wedding veil, heaven sent me an angel so sweet. Could she be mine? I wanted to run, but I had to stay. Couldn't believe what had come my way, so I gave her my heart and I took her hand. It's a good thing now I know what love's about, 'cause I got you, and honey, there ain't no doubt. It's a good thing that woman set me free, 'cause I never known the love you've given me. And now the only thing that I could ever thank that woman for is when she left my heart, she left an open door. It's a good thing now I know what love's about, 'cause I got you, and honey, there ain't no doubt. It's a good thing what your love's done for me, 'cause I never known how sweet a love could be. I come home every day and pull up in the drive. My sweetheart's there and my heart's in her hand. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing.
What a great traditional country music song that is. His name is Alan Rudd, R-U-D-D. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we found each other, and I love his music. We love it so much that we hooked up for a great radio interview that's going to happen on April the 3rd on a Triple Play Thursday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. And you can check out, once again, that full live interview schedule coming up on my website at the bottom of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Well, we went down Freedom Road, we went down Ghost Town Road. How about we go down an old dirt road with Johnny Young on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
Life is just like an old dirt road, taking us all the way into the great unknown. The ups and downs gonna rattle your bones. The twists and turns for sure will keep you on your toes. And going in easy, you can lose control. He'll run you in the ditch and end up in a hole. What's over in the corner, brother, you don't know.
But stay on the side of right and you'll be fine. 'Cause you can spin your wheels and go nowhere fast. You still rushing past something that you never get back. That's a fact. Well, life is gonna make you wanna turn around, but there ain't no going back. 'Cause the dust you kicked up now when you were young, it ain't never none of that. Someday it's gonna feel all uphill, ain't never gonna see the past. Ain't in a blink of an eye, you're over the hill, wishing for every minute of it back. Just like an old dirt road. An old dirt road. Life is just like an old dirt road. Headlights shining down a trail of ghosts. Where this road ends, God only knows. But for sure, this road is gonna lead us home. Well, life is gonna make you wanna turn around, but there ain't no going back. 'Cause the dust you kicked up now when you were young, it ain't never none of that. Some days it's gonna feel all uphill, and we never gonna see the past. Ain't in a blink of an eye, you're over the hill, looking for every minute of it back. Just like an old dirt road. Life is like an old dirt road. Life is just like turns, ups and downs, left and right as we go down an old dirt road. Yeah, it's just like.
His name is Johnny Young with a hit song on his hands called Old Dirt Road. Well, thanks for going down this 3-hour road with me. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I had a great time doing New Music Friday for you tonight, and I hope you had a blast as well. I know I sure did. And I want to thank my special guests, Dan Wesley White and Andrew Marshall, for being on the program tonight. Go check out more of their music, and don't forget, those interviews in a couple of hours will appear in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We'll do it again next Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time, live right here on the website from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me